WWE's Night of Champions will be taking place in less than 3 days in Saudi Arabia at 1 p.m. on Saturday. Before we begin, who's ready to see women wrestling in wetsuits again? There appear to be 7 matches on the card. Here are the spoilers, not predictions. Roman Reigns will still be undisputed Universal Champion after Night of Champions, since he will not be defending the titles. Isn't that an exciting way to celebrate being champion for 1,000 days? Austin Theory will still be United States Champion, since he will also not be defending his title. The Women's Tag Team Championships will remain vacant, since those titles will not be defended at Night of Champions. Are you ready to see the Drew McIntyre vs. Bray Wyatt match? Oh, I'm sorry. There is no such match. They are not on the card, or currently active WWE wrestlers. Apparently, they are injured. I talked about before WrestleMania that Charlotte Flair was going to lose to Rhea Ripley, and suddenly become a ghost. Has anybody seen her in the past 2 months? The Women's Raw and SmackDown titles will be defended. However, the SmackDown champion, Rhea Ripley, is now on Raw, and the Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair is now on SmackDown. The results of the draft went into effect several weeks ago. Why has the WWE not resolved this issue? Rhea Ripley will defend her title versus Natalya. That's a real, not exciting match there. Natalya has as much chance of winning that match as there being snow in Hawaii this weekend. But since Saturday is Natalya's 41st birthday, maybe she will shock the world and become the new Raw or SmackDown Women's Champion. SmackDown's Bianca Belair will face Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship? Didn't they just have a match at WrestleMania last month? Asuka has been drafted to SmackDown, so maybe she will win the Raw or SmackDown Women's Championship, and then her and Natalya will do a title swap next week. There is a better chance of CM Punk returning to the WWE, but it could happen, right? There is also the match between Gunther and Mustafa Ali. This match seems to have come together due to the location of the pay-per-view. Clearly, Ali has no chance of defeating Gunther for the Intercontinental title, but at least there will be something to cheer about for the local fans. Cody Rhodes vs. Brock Lesnar. It was already bad enough that Rhodes is undersized versus Lesnar, yet beat him at Backlash. Now Rhodes supposedly goes into Night of Champions with a broken arm, just to beat Lesnar again. The only thing this match will accomplish is making Lesnar look like a 45-year-old beat-up has-been, and Rhodes as the underdog that can win every match except the big one. 47-year-old Trish Stratus takes on 36-year-old Becky Lynch. Seems we have seen this story play out before, when Becky Lynch defeated Lita last year in Saudi Arabia. Stratus might be currently signed to Raw, however, so is Drew McIntyre. Stratus has to go sailing back off in the sunset sooner rather than later, and Saturday seems like as good a time as any. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn face Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa for the unified tag team titles. Honestly, this is an insult to tag team wrestling. These are 4 singles competitors who happen to be in tag teams. Owens and Zayn might have been tag team champions in Ring of Honor, but they have primarily been singles wrestlers in the WWE. The Silent One, Solo Sikoa, has only been NXT North American Champion in the WWE. Roman Reigns was once a tag team champion alongside Seth Rollins, but that seems like a million years ago. It doesn't seem likely that Reigns and Sikoa will win the titles, especially considering the WWE Heavyweight Championship is back in existence, because Reigns does not defend the belts. Finally, we have Seth Rollins vs. AJ Styles. Styles already seems to be slated to begin a storyline with Karrion Kross. The Heavyweight Championship will be defended on Raw, and Styles is signed to SmackDown. Thus, the only logical conclusion is Seth Rollins being crowned the new WWE Heavyweight Champion. Including the kickoff show, This is essentially a 4-hour pay-per-view to crown Seth Rollins the new heavyweight champion. Aren't pay-per-views supposed to be where big matches happen and feuds are settled? MeTV has some good westerns airing on Saturday afternoons. Rawhide is a particularly good western that comes on at 3 p.m., starring Clint Eastwood. It seems the pay-per-view won't be off by then. I guess one will have to choose what to watch at that point.